All right, guys, let's talk about home invasions today. Um, I've got some thoughts on this that I want to share with you. I will tell you right now, this is not meant to be as ironclad proof instruction to see you through the day. No, this is my opinion on things that you should consider, things that I do for myself, and things that you should consider for yourself. So let me paint for you the scenario. You're sitting at home. Let's say you're sitting in your recliner, and you've got your laptop sitting in your lap, and you're surfing the web, and you look up from your laptop where you are right there, and you see some dude peek through the window. And I've had a lot of stress inoculation training, so I can tell you for a fact, it takes you this brief, what is that? Kind of a hiccup, like, what is that? And then all of a sudden you go, oh crap, that's not normal. I know that sounds really weird as we're discussing this right now, but let me tell you, it's fact. This guy looks through your window. And remember, we're talking about it's either in the afternoon, it's early evening. Okay, this person knows you're here, right? That's the other factor to this. This person knows you're here, and I'll cover that in a second. This person knows you're home. He peeks through your window, and an instant later, his buddy takes a sledgehammer, bashes in the door, and then he comes, and his buddy comes in after him. And you're sitting right there. What are you going to do? Now, let's stop for a second. There are two things you need to consider here. And this is male and female. Okay, I'm going to address everybody here. If you are not home and someone breaks in your home, there's a high probability that they're there for your belongings. They're not there for you, they're there for your belongings. So this equation is, this conversation is pointless because you're not there. If you are there, and I've been burglarized, guys, and once I was burglarized and I realized the pattern weeks prior, I had been cased multiple times. Phone calls, drive-bys. The reason I say drive-by is we later discovered who it was. The cops found the guy, blah, blah, blah. And I remember going, yeah, I remember seeing that vehicle. These people aren't stupid. They know who you are, where you are, and when you are. And of course, now in 2019, we really make it easy because we're always posting everything we do. Don't be the idiot. Stop posting everything you do. Ugh. These knuckleheads know who you are. So if they're there and you're not home, they know you're not home and they're there to grab your stuff. Whatever. That's what insurance is for. If they come in and you're here, they're not here for your belongings. They're here for your blood. If you're a woman, they may be here for your body and then your blood. So you have to understand that. So now that you understand, I'm here and they've just come in the door. They're not here to discuss things with me. They're not here to take stuff from me. They're here to take my life. They're here to rape me and take my life. So that should give you a sudden moment of pause and make you go, okay, maybe I better go ahead and take my level up even further than where they are and take it all the way up. So dial it all the way up to 10. Guys, come in. If you have access to a sidearm, this is the time to use it. Or you can do the alternate weapon mindset where the immediate thing that is in your hands, whether it be a pair of flip-flops or whether it be a nice heavy aluminum cased MacBook Pro, slam that sucker shut, and the second that guy gets close enough, you just jam it right into his throat or just crack it across the bridge of his nose. And then just, I mean, yeah, you're going to ruin your laptop, but remember, I'm trying to give you that pause. Remember, he's not here for your stuff, he's here for your body. So it's all out. It is an all-out brawl. If you actually manage to get your firearm up and crack shots off at these couple of guys, remember they're not going to immediately die. That junk is in the movies. They're not going to immediately fall over and die. They're going to hit the ground and squirm around. There's going to be a lot of fighting and brawling. You may lose that gun. You may have to go to hands-on. If you have access to a rifle just a few feet from where you're sitting, this is obviously the better weapon to have for this kind of a fight. Once that fight gets rolling, if there are family members in the house, they're going to hear it. I'm reticent to say have a family member jump into the fray because unless they know what they're doing, and they're going to cause issues. They could potentially become more of a problem than a solution. Guys, there are no really easy answers to what this is. Please don't think that I'm going to stand here and tell you I've got all the answers because I don't. I've got one of my mentors is a former Delta operator, and he said to me, I literally cannot fall in my home without putting my hand on a firearm. And what he's referring to is if he gets into a scuffle with someone and he ends up on his back, he knows that he can reach into a bookshelf and pull out a couple of books, and right there is a Glock. Or having been a police officer, one of the things that I can tell you is we never, ever allowed a domestic to end up in the kitchen. Oh my goodness. There are so many sharp objects in the kitchen. So, and because of today's open floor plans, bro, you may end up in the kitchen, and then it's on, because that cutting block is right there with all the knives. Guys, it's literally grab, expend the weapon, move to the next one. Picture frames off the wall, crack and slash. If you have fire extinguishers in your home, pull the pin and spray them in the face, crack them across the noggin, bash things into their nose. Any strike in this area is just so, it just slams the brakes on people when you attack this area right here. From the standpoint of repelling the attack, I say to you, yes, the firearm is the answer. But if someone comes in and you got access to a gun and you just immediately punch it out in front of you, there's so little aiming that has to occur in this distance. Because this is, by the way, guys, that's 12 feet from where you are to where he is 12 feet, 4 yards. This is not that hard of a shot to make. And this is not that hard of a shot to repeat over and over and over and over and over and over, because it is immediate punch out and just start ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And remember, even a Glock 19 carries 15 plus 1 if you're there. And of course, once you drop that mag, there's 21 right there. So, great weapon to have tucked in. And I mean, come on, Glock 19, you can put this thing anywhere. This is one of the frustrations that I have with people. Well, you can shoot him in the leg. Dude, this guy has no business in your home. This is not a what moment. This is a stop moment. When I say stop, I don't mean stop. No, I mean like stop him. There's no discussion. The guy has entered your home. Don't waste your energy screaming. Don't waste your energy issuing commands. You're not a cop. Drill this guy. Burn him to the ground. Slice him. Stop him. Bash him. Stomp him. Whatever you got to do, stop this advance and then stop his buddy. And once you've got them stopped, retreat further into your home. Do not go out. Retreat further into your home where you can watch the front door at an oblique angle, not a straight on angle into the room. Someone in your home will have come out of a room to find out what the heck is going on in the house. Dial 911. Stay in your room, dial 911, and you just hold your ground. Like I said, guys, this is a really hairy subject, but this is something that we need to consider, because home invasions are a global problem. They're not just an America problem. They're not just an Australia problem or an Asia problem where people are not allowed to have guns. Guys, this is an everywhere problem. The turds have firearms, and in those places where the good guys can't have firearms, they still find ways to repel these attacks. Thank God in America we are still allowed to have firearms, and we need to keep it that way. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.